Hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Qué han hecho? Vea, estamos hoy aquí en Sao Paulo y nos venimos para acá, para la casa de Mauricio, a ver su espectacular colección. Pero también venimos en la compañía de Sean Taylor. Sean, welcome to our channel. Welcome to this video. We appreciate your visit here to Sao Paulo to come to the Salon of Diecast. And we were talking about diecast world. We've been talking about the collector's world.
Oh, yeah.
But we want to know more about you. What do you do in M2? Where do you come from? And where is your position there?
My position, technically, it's VP of production. But basically, I tell people from the beginning, I just do all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
you know, I don't have to deal with the factory issues, the shipping issues, or anything like that. I just go in and design little cars like this.
Oh, awesome.
So that's my job. I mean, I'd love to just put on my headphones and just get on my computer and design cars.
Oh,
that would be, that'd be the perfect day.
Yeah. It seems the perfect job, Design cars for collectors. Let's talk about your inspiration. What inspires you about design a car?
It just kind of depends on what I'm working on. It depends on what I'm trying to do. Most of the times, what we try to do, you get an old car, let's just say it's easy, a 55 Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
So from all the different decades, that 55 Chevy could see different looks and different takes and stuff, So it started off in 55 as a stock car.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 10 years later, they sell it. So some kid, in the 60s gets it, maybe hot rods it, puts different rims, puts, some speed equipment. Maybe even in the 70s, it maybe changes hands again. Maybe it becomes something else, a street machine or street freak. Then in the 80s, maybe it becomes pro street. Somebody else got it, put big old tires, put a blower. And then maybe in the 90s and the 2000s, maybe, it became a resto model, where it had, a modern engine and drivetrain and stuff. And then maybe now somebody saw the value and put it right back to So, some cars just have a lifespan and stuff, and it just kind of depends on what we're doing. But it's just, different decades and stuff have, certain cues and like elements that were popular, in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, like now with the OBS trucks, we're having fun doing, like the 80s graphics, the purples, the teals, like Miami Vice color.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but in that kind of models, what do you prefer? These old model, classic models, or these new models that are approaching to?
Yeah. Well, as you can see, M2, we're mostly old cars.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather personally probably work on the classics. Mm-hmm. There's still a lot of classics I would love to touch. Mm-hmm. Just because, somebody else might have done it, some other companies. I'd rather, I think I could put an M2 spin on it or make it, I'll say it, better.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind maybe working on some newer stuff, but there's so much old stuff that hasn't been touched yet.
Okay. And this old stuff, which is your favorite model? All we have a favorite model.
I know.
Mine is 67 Camaro.
That's a great car. It's a great car. I mean, I kind of go back to 57 Chevys, 57 Chevys is so classic. You don't even have to be a car person. Some people, you could see it that aren't into cars and they go, oh, okay, it's 57 Chevy, It's just so classic and perfect.
Bel Air?
Yeah, maybe. I dig them all, from Bel Air to the 210 to the 150s, and all the models in between, I just was at a car show and I saw a 57, a 150, wagon, and it was just, the bare basic wagon, but the guy kind of had a hot rod. It was so cool. It wasn't overly done, but most people would probably just walk past it. But just had a nice like 60s vibe to it, and just like a little hot rod. Just nice.
Okay, nice is nice. Well, what do you think about this collection? Because we came here to Mauricio's home, and he surprises us about this kind of collection. What do you think about this collection?
I hope it translates, but wow. I mean, mind blown. I mean, the biggest takeaway is just it's so nice and refreshing to see all these cars out of the package. Not in the clamshell of the block, hidden away inside a big tub, pushed into the closet. And we're all guilty of it, because we just don't have the space and the time and stuff.
I feel the same because I have more of my models of the number of my models are packed and are in a closet,
Yeah.
There are a few of them. I have this kind of show, but the most of my collection is packed.
Yeah, and that's it's just reality. But then when you see something like this, it's just wow, it's so cool. It's like a kind of a cool museum.
Yeah,
it's kind of like you don't even know where to look. Yeah. You see something, and something else catches your eye, and you're just like, oh man,
it's impressive. Sean, thank you for being here in Sao Paulo. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for accepting this invitation to talk with us. And please, we need to come back to South America, especially to Colombia, please, because we have in Colombia a great community of collectors, a great fans of M2. So it will be a pleasure to have you in Colombia, in Bogota, Medellin, Cali, you choose. But it will be a pleasure to have you there.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Sean, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye bye. Adiós. Nos vemos. Chao, chao.